What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from the Frequentem Brewing Company, and they're out of Canandaigua, New York, and this is their cream ale. So they're calling this one a cream ale that comes in at 4.6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 7 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to a couple good friends of mine and fellow beer tubers, Dan and Mike, over at FLX Beer Reviews. I will post a link in the description box to their channel. Great content, great guys, and yeah, can't recommend their channel enough. So it was Mike who actually hooked me up with this one. He gave me 4 different Frequentem beers to drink and review, and this is the first of the 4, and it's their cream ale. So full disclosure, I've had this one before. I had it on tap at Frequentem about, I think it was a couple weeks before my open heart surgery replaced my aortic valve. Dan, Mike, and myself hung out at Frequentem, and I had pretty much everything they had on tap. They make some really good beers, and I love the fact that they throw beers like this out there. They have a cream ale. I believe Mike gave me their German alt beer. He gave me a sour IPA brewed with tangerine, and then he gave me like one of those heavily fruited sours. It's called Just Fruit. That's their series of passion, fruit, and mango. Like I said, I'll be reviewing all of them in the next couple days, and I'll be posting them over the month of November, basically. So I'm starting with the cream ale because I feel like, we're going to crack it open and get into it, but I feel like if you are a brewer in the Western New York area, specifically Rochester, the Finger Lakes, you're probably going to brew a cream ale because you grew up drinking Jenny, can I speak? Drinking Jenny Cream Ale. So there we go. And we'll see if they do a great job with this one. Like I said, I had it on tap, and I believe it was Dan who said this was a little bit different in a can. So we will see. Like I said, 4.6%. They're using hops and malts from local farms, which is pretty cool. So yeah, cream ale, sure, all day long. Golden straw color, decent amount of carbonation, has about a quarter finger of a bright white head that is now dissipating to a thin film. But yeah, that's a cream ale all day long. Let's get a nose on it. Yeah, so it smells like cream ale. It has a little bit more of a sweetness than I typically get from a cream ale, like a malt sweetness. It's almost like a sweeter, like a crackery type of malt base. A little bit of a touch of like a lemon peel, maybe a lemon pith. A slight floral sensation as well. Yeah, it has that. So it has like almost that sweet, like corny-esque kind of vibe you get from like Jenny Cream Ale, but it's also battling that like nice saltine cracker-esque type of malt base too. Yeah, floral, lemony, sweet cracker, little bit of like the corny tinge. It smells like a cream ale to me, honestly. And I really like the simplistic label on this one. Didn't talk much about it, but I do. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Mike. Yeah, that's just a really well-made, refreshing, crushable cream ale. Not much more to say about it. The mouthfeel for 4.6% is like lower side of medium. Has a little bit more heft behind it. Now, this is not heavy, so you could definitely crush a 4-pack of that easily. But it has a little bit more heft than something like Jenny does, at least in my palate. The mouthfeel, crisp, clean, super refreshing, very effervescent on the palate. Typically what you want from a cream ale or any like low ABV crushable beer, you do want like a refreshing kind of spritzy sensation. Right up front, I'm hit with that saltine cracker-esque kind of malt base, and then goes through the palate, passes through, and there's this lemon pith, lemon rind type of quality to it. A little bit of a floral aspect, and on the back of the palate, that's where I get a touch of like this grainy, corny type of finish, which is fine. 4.6%, I could crush, like I said, a 4-pack of this and not even think twice, although nowadays, after open heart surgery, I really couldn't, honestly. But for those of you who can, yeah, here's the thing. I think I rated Jenny Cream Ale like a 3.25, and I did that on the basis that, you know, it's for the style and for the price and stuff, Jenny Cream Ale is solid. It's not a mind-blowing beer or anything. I'm sure a lot of you out there who have it or even enjoy it, like a 3.25, a 3.5, somewhere in that range, depending on how I feel. I feel this is a craft, obviously, cream ale, so I think it's hitting the marks for me a little bit more intense flavor. I really like the refreshing quality of this one, big time. it feels like summer in a glass. And when people say that, myself included, usually there's some kind of like fruit addition or something that specifically makes it. Like I grill some steaks up and have a couple cans of this, and I'd be super happy. Yeah, really well made. I'm detecting no off flavors, which is great on a beer like this. It's super easy to drink. It's really nice. Now I'm getting this like lingering like lemon type of note on my palate as I continue to drink it. Really well made. Nothing crazy, but I have no issues giving cream ale from Frequentem. I can do a 3.75, straight 3.75 out of 5. I think that is a proper score. If you're talking about the style, this is probably in like a 4.5 range for me. One of the better cream ales. The thing is a lot of times when craft breweries do cream ales, they try to do some crazy over the top shit. And sometimes they're delicious, but it's always not needed. If you just have this on tap all the time at Frequentem, if this is something that's going to be a staple for them, you're going to have people who come to the brewery and maybe aren't huge craft beer fans, and this is like the beer to kind of hold them over. It's not too in your face, and it has familiar flavors for them. So I feel this is a good gateway beer too. So I'm going to Frequentem, trying this, and then upgrading to some of the IPAs and maybe some of the other lagers and stuff they're brewing. But yeah, pretty good beer. Price and availability, this is the only knock I have on this. I believe these are $14 a 4-pack. I'd like to see these no more than $12 a 4-pack, and probably more in the $10 4-pack range. I know it's possible. Thin Man Community Beer Works here. They've done Pilsners around this ABV, and they've been selling them for 10 to 12 bucks a 4-pack, 12 bucks a 6-pack. So it's definitely possible. A little bit expensive. I would like to see a little bit cheaper, but it's quality. So I have no issue paying that myself, but I'd like to see a little bit cheaper, a little bit more value out of that. And then availability for Frequentem. They are pretty much brewery only. I don't think they get any distribution at this point. If you're ever in the Canandaigua area, check them out. They have, like I said, a lot of cool stuff on tap, and yeah, just a great place. I'm definitely going to go back there soon. So yeah, not much more to say about it. Appreciate Mike hooking me up with this one. Like I said, go check out Dan and his channel. Fantastic guys. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. If you've had any cream ales recently, are there any that I should look to pick up? Maybe that get like a national or regional kind of distribution, or maybe something in your area that down the line, if I'm in the area, I want to grab, because cream ales are one of those styles that you just don't see a lot of. Like I said, Jenny's my go-to. Their dry hop cream ale, at the time I am reviewing this, still not on the shelves, even though they said it's out there. So hopefully by the time I post this, the dry hop cream ale is out from Jenny. But yeah, anyway, 375, good beer. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Till the next time, cheers.